Hello, welcome to Kim Shopping Food Paradise. Today we'd like to share with you another creation by Mr. Burnett. Earlier video I mentioned that new sister ceiling from Emily. Now I want to introduce you another sister ceiling, Ryona. Look at how cute she is. What do you think of how cute she is? She looks like a Dragon Ball.
I see that. She reminds me of like a cute little
she is a cutie.
little
She
tennis
about,
ball.
Yeah, the tennis ball. She about 8 ounces. Not compared to a Kanichi or Emily earlier. This is Emily that we cut out earlier, the video that we made. So this is
Would you say this one's Riona?
Ryona.
Riona's more spherical, while the other ones are a little more oblong.
Yeah, a blonde, and then she more brown. And then I have more fruit on Ryona and all brown. I think the other fruit is a little bit bigger, but so far this is about 8 ounce fruit compared to all. But the flower is very small, beautiful flower, a lot of pink tone to it. And it's smaller, and the flower I measure about 9 inches tall and 19 inches wide. But Emily have 12 inches wide and 12 inches long. But the Emily have another flower is smaller too. What I noticed when the flower bloom bigger, it dimensional bigger, the fruit will be big. If the flower is smaller dimensions, it will be smaller fruit. So I measure a lot of flower when I see it, like Donovan Burnett. The flower is like 15 inches wide and 15 and long, and I know the fruit gonna be like almost 2 pounds.
Yeah.
And that coming up next on my Donovan Burnett with comparison with Medusa. So let's talk about a little bit of Ryona. So Ryona and Emily are bloom at the same time. They all bud in April 28th. Total 101 day and 63 days of harvest too from bloom. 38 days from bud to bloom. They bloom all the same time with Emily. See, little tiny cute little cutie she is. She have. Look at that, 800 all day, 1 day, but look at that. She very firm.
Dense, yeah.
Very dense. And this is the first time too. So this is the first time to have this variety fruit. And almost 8 years to finally have fruit too. The other variety that Mr. Burnett already had fruit before the variety, but now I taken over, and then they have 15 months. They all bloom the same time. The Select and Ryona and Emily. Queen Daenerys is a little bit behind. They're on the way, a little bit behind, a few months behind, but they all bloom at the same time. So to Kanichi. So relatively all the sisters kind of bloom in a matter of that time frame, together, 1 week or 2 weeks or a month, a couple months after, but in the same in early spring. But so far, even the skin with the Ryona, you can see here, it have a father gene, it is T1, because the skin a little thinner, but I was surprised when I hold them. Look at that. I squeeze them, it's still firm. For total 101 day, compared to Emily, have softer. I couldn't find, but this is, so I have to harvest today because I don't know what the outcome of this fruit gonna turn out.
Yeah.
So, but the flower is beautiful too. Are you ready to taste this fruit and review this? I'm so excited. Yeah, it's very cute. She's so cute. We'll see what color it's gonna be. Oh my god!
Wow.
Look at this.
That's deep.
Wow, look at that, you guys. Beautiful magenta pink.
The flesh is a little bit like the
More
Connie.
dense, isn't it? Look at that. You can squeeze on the
Right in there.
the flesh is
Connie
so dense. That's what I like. I like very firm. Look at inside here. Wow. The skin is beautiful magenta.
It's a pink magenta.
They have
But
a lot of
it's-
photocene in it.
It's showing up a little darker on the camera.
Yeah.
Almost like red or purple, but it's just
It's more purple,
pale
magenta, pink.
Magenta.
Very pretty color.
Right
So
there.
it's have the color Guatemalantes gene, like G1 American Beauty, King
Mhm.
Breast, something about breast, so on with that gene. So the color, you can see that. See? Now, let's see what the Brix score gonna be.
Wow.
Well, Mr. Burnett, this is not your creations. This is beautiful fruit, even this small. Look at that.
Wow.
So, I couldn't hard to wait. Look at that, how dense it is. Do you see? I pull it up. That's what I like. Mr. Dominant like more dense too. She like them more dense. So let's find out. 19.5.
Wow.
Very good. So far, odd is Mr. Dominant. Ceiling sister came out very good Brit, and it's exceptional flavor so far. And I couldn't hardly wait for some that coming up. And I want to share with you. There you go. That's very, very impressive for first time of fruit. And same time, 8-year waiting. It's been a long time. So back in the old day, grafting is not very popular. Nowadays, grafting being taken dramatic, trendy right now is in the past few years. So to cut a lot of time off to hybrid, like the old-fashioned way would take a long time growing with seedling and all the way up to 6 years to 7 years to have fruit. Now we come up with a lot of different things, grafting them, so you can proceed the fruit growing quicker, the plant growing quicker in 2 years that you have fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working a lot of new hybrid, and hopefully I will have some fruit in 2 years. Okay, let's start tasting this. Beautiful fruit color. Oh my god, it's beautiful color, don't you think?
Yeah. I haven't seen one with the flash.
Look at that.
Like this.
Wow, how beautiful this is. Magenta pink, but it have like a really pink though. It's not like watermelon, zucchini, like American Beauty. Have a
Wow.
different pink. It is different.
Wow.
Mmm.
It's almost as sweet as the megalanthus to me.
It's so sweet. It's so good. I don't know how to describe it. Man, it's like complex flavor all the way through. The sweetness, the juicy, the texture. Oh my god, it's like amazing. So it's very difficult for us to compare. Emily have a different taste of sweet with hint of coconut flavor to it, and this is it's so sweet, and the texture is different.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's so sweet, like candy.
That's the only word that was coming to my mind. Candy. It was like a nice little sweet sour candy, kind of like a little gummy. It was really
it's
good. I've never had a dragon
sweet
fruit
like
like
candy, but it's nice flavor. Candy.
Complex. Sour, tart. Not sour, but very complex. Full flavored.
No tartness at all in here.
It takes a lot after the G1 in flavor, but you can definitely taste the Connie Mayer.
Yeah, the mother, some part of the sweetness, but boy, this just tastes like candy.
Almost like a megalanthus to me. I was very
my God.
impressed.
It's
But imagine like a megalanthus with full complex flavor of
but I
berry.
can get over the color of it.
Very
So
vivid, me too.
let me cut Connie G open to see you guys see the difference of the color, and we were gonna do I'm gonna do a test breeding, and they want to test again since I have all the Konichi here and Emily, and we're gonna eat them again to try to figure out what different on the three different sister flavor. Okay.
It's interesting how each seedling has been very different and very different in flavor. Some take more after the Connie Mare's coconut tropical flavor. The size hasn't been consistent. This one has been, I think, a smaller variety versus the Connie G, and I think the Amelie are a little bit bigger. Definitely bigger than the Connie Mare on average, averaging about a pound easily.
Yeah.
Very easy.
You know, what the next fruit gonna be for Ryona? I seen it a little bigger. Now it's like 8 ounce, and I hopefully be one a little bigger. But I don't think they're gonna go to a pound like Emily can go more than over a pound for first time. Connie G go over a pound and a quarter, almost a pound and a half. Last year I have pound 3 1/4. So I expect Connie G and Emily gonna toward that average size from a pound up.
Yeah.
Ready. So look at this color. So this one I harvested a little bit a week ago. I put it in the refrigerator so you can see how a little bit fruit on the side there. But if you look closely, if you put the camera there, nearby camera, and you can see the color with Ryona and Connie G. If Armando, you can show what those two color. The Ryona have more vivid pink, more magenta pink.
Yeah, like a brighter, more furious
Brighter,
pink.
beautiful, vivid color, like magenta pink, also than the Connie G.
I love how the Connie G has that white kind of coconut. Connie G,
Have a light
I like its mother.
Yeah. So let me and then here. So I want to show you all this flesh. You can see here. If you can see here, this Ryona, a beautiful magenta pink. So we're gonna put it up for you to see.
Wow.
On this, you see the Emily color with the lighter pink. And then this Connie G have resemblance some color of Ryona. So all related. And turn around to see the skin, that. You see that? They all resemble with each other. Some have more mother gene,
Some more father
gene. So there you go. And I'm looking forward to see Celeste and Queen Daenerys how they turn out later on my video when the fruit ready. So let me check the Brix on Connie G, and then we're gonna taste the Connie G. So we try to compare all the three sisters right now. What are you saying?
I feel like it's gonna be around 20, 21
The
pretty
Connie G?
easily. Yeah, the Connie G. Yeah, I think it averaged Brix is
But when you
pretty high.
look at this, have a similar texture color in the Emily.
Yeah,
right?
the flesh
Yeah,
towards
the
its
flesh
mother,
one, yeah.
like the Connie Mare.
So let me see here.
I knew it. I knew it.
Can you believe this Connie G? I getting higher. Yesterday I cut it open at 20.5 and the other day to 20. And this way, not disappointed on Connie G.
Connie G
21.
very easily.
Is that 21.8 that I saw?
Yeah, 21.8. Connie G very easily reaches 21 in my opinion. It's exceptional. I love it.
So it seems like this my third year of season of food. The Brix score of Connie G getting higher. Okay, so Mr. Dominic, just want to let you know, all your sister seedling that you give to me, growing, most of them I presented today is awesome, awesome fruit, beautiful flower, beautiful fruit. The flavor is indescribable. I mean, I cannot describe the flavor. It's so unique, it's so different. So you guys have to grow them and taste them to yourself, and then you can tell me about it. But so far, I sent out a lot of Connie G to some of my friends, and they loved it. So far, so good. So let's we're gonna try honey tea. Then we're gonna tell you what we think about the honey tea flavor with Riona and then Emily. Okay. So let's try this honey tea so we can compare with other sister. Oh, there you go, you right? Let's try. See the honey tea have some citrus in here. You can see that brown thing in there again. You see that?
Oh yeah.
And that's just where the coconut flavor coming from citrus tea. Oh my god.
I knew this one.
This is so much like honey man.
Honey man. This is exactly how I remember it.
Oh my god.
It is my absolute. It is one of my favorites of the seedlings. All of them are a little different, but I like how this one very closely just resembles the flavor of the Connie Mayer. It's bigger, very hearty, and the flavor of the G2. I mean, it's purple. It's very complex.
Wow, I feel like I'm eating another Connie Mayer, the big version of Connie Mayer.
Yeah, with
You
more
know?
complex.
More complex, yes, big version. So, Mr. Dominic, you always love Connie Mayer like I do too, and you always share with me that I want the Connie Mayer be bigger. That's what you want, and then all your creation. There you go. Connie G is gonna be one of your favorite. It have a lot of Connie Mayer in it, and Emily come along with that too, with Connie Mayer on it too. A big fruit. That's what you, Mr. Dominic. That's what you always want to have. That big fruit with a Connie Mayer flavor. You got it. You got it. And I'm so pleased with this, and thank you for making all these creations. And I enjoy growing all this creation that you give it to me. Well, what do you think of all this Kanichi, Riona, and Emily so far, and the three sisters?
I love it. They're very different. The research is very promising. Some were a little smaller, some inherited different flavors, but they're all different in their own way, and I think each one has actually come out very flavorful. The Ryona, even though for being so small, it really packs its punch. You guys saw the color, and the Brix, it definitely holds its own. It's like a cute little Dragon Ball. And then the Connie G, wow, yeah, the Brix, even without her cutting it open, it averages 21. Usually it can get 21 pretty easily. It's a very good fruit. So,
well, thanks again for watching. Mr. Dominic, I'm thanking you again for all the beautiful creation, and I still take good care of all your creation, and have more to come on all his seedling sister. It won't come in this year, will come in next year. So, thank you again.